Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw General Rildo from Dragon Ball GT. Let's move to the top of our page and start with the eye. So we're going to move over to the left side and draw on the upper eyelid. So we're going to start on the outside, we're going to curve in and then just pull that down. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So let's line up the inside, we'll curve up and then out. From the inside of the eyelid, we're going to curve up and then in towards the middle. So starting on the left, we're just going to round this out and pull this up in the middle. Starting in the center, we're going to curve down and then over towards the right side. Let's round out the outside of the eyelid. Starting on the left, we're going to curve out and then just pull that in. Now in the center here, we just want to accentuate the brow. So we're going to draw a curve. Starting on the left, we're going to curve in and then down, aiming towards that center point. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. Starting from this corner down here, angle down and then in. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's move to the inside of the eyelid. So underneath the brow, angle down and out with a short angled line. We're going to connect the outside to the inside with a curve, going across and then down. We're going to tuck two small half circles underneath the brows. Starting on the left side, curve around and then back up, and then we'll do the same thing on the right. Let's add a little bit of shading underneath the eye. So on the left side, we're going to step down, just draw a curve going across and then in. Now we're going to move to the center and step down and draw on the tip of the nose. We're going to start with a U shape. Now on the left side, we're going to step down and draw a C, going around for the left nostril. Do the same thing on the right. Now just below the brow in the center, we're going to draw a curve from left to right, going up in the middle. Directly below the nose, we're going to give him a crooked smile. So we're going to move over towards the left from the nostril, curve down, and straight across towards the right side. On the left, we're going to come straight down with a short line. Now we're going to connect the outside towards the right with a curve, coming down and then back up. About halfway down this line, we're going to draw a short line going across. Now we're going to add some wrinkles around the mouth. So from this corner of the mouth, we're going to step up, draw a short line going across, and then a short line coming down. On the right side, we're going to draw a small bracket. Now directly below the mouth, just down here, we're going to draw another curve for the lower lip. Now we're going to move to the outside and draw on the cheekbones. So from the top corner of the eye, we're going to curve out and then down. Now we're going to curve this down and then in. So the lower edge of the cheekbones. And then from the end, we're going to draw two straight lines coming down. Just a short line for the edge of the cheeks. From the corner of the left cheek, we're going to step in and draw a straight line coming down towards the jaw. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now from here, we're going to work our way down towards the chin. Starting on the left, we're going to curve down and then in. We want to leave a large gap in the center here. So curving down and then into right about there. We're going to do the same thing on the right. Curving down and then in. Let's close out the bottom with a straight line from left to right. And then in the center, we're going to draw a straight line going up for the chin. Now let's move to the outside and draw on the ears. So on the outside edge of the brow, I'm going to curve out and over towards the left. We'll do the same thing on the right side. From here, I want to curve in beside the cheek, coming in and then down. Now we're going to tuck the earplugs in behind the edge of the ear. So from this point, we're going to step up, draw a short line going across. Now just below the cheek, we're going to draw another line going across to the same distance. Connect these 2 points with a curve going outwards. Let's do the same thing on the right. From this point, we're going to step up, draw a short line going across. Now from the bottom of the cheek, draw a long line going across. Connect these 2 points with a curve going out. Now let's take the tip of the ear, curve in behind the earplug. So we're just going to taper this in and then down. From that same starting point, I'm going to curve over the brow and then just pull that in. And then from here, we're going to curve in towards the center. So coming down slightly in the middle. From this center point, I want to draw a straight line going up towards the top of the helmet. So let's start here, go straight up the middle to the very top. From this top point, I want to curve down and over towards the left. I want to make sure I go past the edge of the brow. So going out and then down. Do the same thing on the right side. And then from here, we're going to curve out and then down behind the ear. Let's add 2 curves along the top of the helmet. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve in and then down. We're going to line this up on the right side. So right here, we're going to curve in and then down. Now that we've drawn the head, let's work the upper edge of the body. So in the center, just below the chin, we're going to step down, start with a point. From this point, I want to curve out and then up underneath the left side of the head. Go back to the center and do the same thing on the right. Now let's add in the large collar. From the inside of the ear plug, I'm going to draw a straight angled line going out on both sides. Now from this side, I want to curve out and then back in. Just rounding this out and pulling that in. And then from here, we're going to curve down and then in towards the collar, but we're going to leave a little gap on the inside. We're going to come down and then pull that into right about there. Now we're going to tuck the upper part of the chest underneath the collar. So from this point, we're going to step in and we're going to draw a half circle going over towards the right side. So come down in the middle and pull that up on the right. Now let's add the edge of the collar. From this point, we're going to step over towards the inside, curve out, and then down. And we'll do the same thing on the right. From the center of the collar, we're going to come straight down with a line down towards the bottom of the chest. Let's add some lines to the inside of the chest. So on the left side, we're going to go straight across the middle towards the right. We're going to leave a gap and draw the same thing. So from left to right, we'll go straight across. Now we'll do that one more time, stepping up. Now we're going to go in behind the neck collar and continue on the right side. Now let's add in the large shoulder disc. From this point down here, we're going to curve out, round at the top, and then pull this in behind the ear plug. Starting down here, we're going to go out around the collar. Now we're going to go up. From here, we're going to round this out and pull it in behind the ear plug. Rounding it out and coming in. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Starting from the end of this line, we're going to go up and out around the collar, going up. Now we're going to round this out and pull that in towards the side of the ear plug. Let's add a couple rivets on the inside. So just to the outside of the ear plug, we're going to add 1 small circle. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to step down and draw 1 more on either side. From the bottom of the disc, we're going to draw a straight line coming down towards the hip. Do the same thing on the right. Now let's connect those 2 points with a curve coming down in the middle and back up on the right. Now we're going to step up and draw that same curve for the top edge of the belt. Now we're going to step up again and draw another curve. Let's take this line, just continue down along this top edge of this curve. Now we're going to continue working down with the legs. So in the center, we're going to step down and draw a short line in the center for the lower torso. On the left side, we're going to curve out and then down towards the left heel. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's round out the bottom of the feet. From heel to toe, we're going to curve down and then back up, doing the same thing on the right side. Now let's draw on the top of the foot. From the toe, I'm going to curve up, pull that in. We're sort of aiming towards the heel. We're going to stop right about there. We're going to blend into a curve going in the opposite direction towards the inside of the leg. So we're pulling that upwards. Do the same thing on the right, going up, down, aiming towards the heel. Now we're going to blend this into a curve going up towards the inside of the leg. Now we're going to draw on the outside edge of the boot. So from the top of the foot on the left, we're going to curve out and then up. Do the same thing on the right, curving out and then up to the same height. From here, I just want to curve in and then down, and Same thing on the right side. Now we're gonna do another curve going up and then in towards the inside of the leg. Now we're gonna tuck the leg in behind the edge of the boot cuff. So from the left hip, we're gonna curve down, leaving a little overlap on the outside corner. Curving out and then down. And we're gonna add the bottom edge of the short. From the left side here on the lower torso, we're gonna curve up and then out towards the left hip. Go up and out towards the right hip. Let's move back down and draw in the sole. So we're gonna take this curve and just duplicate it right up above. Both sides. And then at the top of the foot, we're going to draw a half oval. Starting from the outside of the boot cuff, we're going to go up and then pull that down. We're going to do that same thing on the right side. Now I just want to draw one straight line going across that half oval. Now let's move back up and draw the arms. From the end of the top line here, we're going to curve out and then down towards the left wrist. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now back on the left, we're going to round out the thumb with a small half circle. At the end of the half circle, we'll draw a bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we'll curve around the bracket and then go up. We're going to step down, curve out, and then up for the second finger. And then the third finger is going to go all the way around in behind the shoulder disc. So we're going to go out, and then we'll start to pull that in. Let's do the same thing on the right, starting with the half circle for the thumb. And we'll draw a bracket at the end. At the bottom of the thumb, we'll go around the bracket and go up. We step down, go out and up for the second finger, and then the third finger we're going to go up and tuck this in underneath the shoulder disc. Let's finish this off with the forearms. So from the inside of the wrist, we're going to curve down and then up towards the outside of the arm. The same thing on the right side. And then on the outside, we're going to step up. We start with a curve coming in and then down. And we're going to blend this into a curve going back up towards the inside of the arm. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting on the outside, we're going to curve in and then down. We'll blend into a curve going back out. I'm going to add one curve on the inside. Starting on the outside of the arm, we're going to curve down and then in. Now let's add the top edge of the forearm. So from this line, we're going to step up, curve down, and then back up. Now we're going to curve in the opposite direction towards the inside of the arm. Curving down and then in. Do the same thing on the outside. So stepping up, curve up, and then in. Then we'll pull this down towards the inside of the arm. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's General Rildo from Dragon Ball GT. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.